Inshallah, today at 7 o'clock in Masjid-e-Falah, Cheetham Hill, which is our local markaz, Ijtima will take place. Cheetham Hill, Masjid-e-Falah, 7 o'clock, Ijtima will take place, and main bayan will be after 7:45, after Asr, after Isha, 7:45. And main target is youngsters and youth and students. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept one and all. Yesterday we visited one of the imam in Bartley, Medina Masjid's Imam Maulana Sulaiman Bodiyat. The information was given, it is not verified, but it looks like that it will be true. That Imam, that Maulana Sulaiman Bodiyat, he must be reading thousands of times Quran-e-Pak. I'm standing, to beg you. This is more destructive than a nuclear bomb. This is more destructive than a nuclear bomb. Someone was saying to me that Maulana Sulaiman Bodiyat, one of the wali of Allah. And you know how you can become wali? Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Al-ainu haqqun." If you cast wrong glance onto a beautiful baby, then that baby will fall ill. That is al-ainu haqqun. So when bad eye has its impact, then good eye also will have its impact. That Maulana Sulaiman was saying that he gave, when he was young boy, he gave exam to Maulana Ali Muhammad Tarajwi, rahmatullahi alayh. He was one of the great wali of our Gujarat area, and you can say he was one of the great wali of the whole India. So he gave him imtihan. So, pious person's eye fell on you, that will have miraculous effect. So that Maulana Sulaiman Sahab, he reads thousands of, Kalam-e-Pak, because he is constantly reciting Quran, tilawat. So, that makes us understand. And sometimes you think that you're talking about centuries back. We were talking Jummah Salat. One of the Imam Hamza, he is Imam of Qira'atul Sabah. There are 7 dialects of recitation of Quran, how Quran should be recited. One of them, one of the Imam of those Qira'at is Imam Hamza. Maybe these Libyan brothers, they follow one of the Imam of the 7 different Imams. And today, I think one of the Libyan Mufti, he issued a fatwa against one Muslim country. What type of age we are living. We used to have our brother Abdul Rashid Bhai Bana's house and Ismail Bhai Lal's house. We used to have one great scholar coming every year, Maulana Ikramul Haq Sahab. Maulana Ikramul Haq Sahab rahmatullah alayhi, may Allah elevate his status to the highest rank of Awliya Siddiqeen. He used to come here, and one day he shared one thing, that when British were ruling India, they concluded that in India, in subcontinent, in India and Pakistan, 3 different communities are living together. British, Hindus and Muslims. British, Hindus and Muslims. And then he said that British, they concluded that Hindu has 2 enemies, Muslims and British. And British has 2 enemies, Muslims and Hindus. And Muslim has 3 enemies. I beg you, for the sake of Allah, you hate your Muslim friends and brethren and relatives more than you hate shaitan. That Maulana said that British concluded that Muslims has 3 enemies, British, Hindus and Muslims themselves. That is what is happening. That whatever is happening in Al-Ghazza, some of the Muslim countries, they go in a name of, or in a form of supplying aid, and they are causing more harms to Muslims than even Israel. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give them hidayat. So Mufti of Libya, I was just talking about that Imam Hamza, but I just remember that Mufti of the Libya issued fatwa against that country, that maybe you are very mighty country, all mines belongs to you, you are very rich country, many minerals belongs to you, but your traitorship will be punished by Allah. It will be punished by Allah. It will be punished by Allah. 40,000 innocent lives had been taken, and there are 57 Muslim countries. 57 Muslim countries. We can say they don't have ears, they don't have eyes, they don't have hearts. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala awaken our imanhood. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala awaken our brotherhood. We feel pain for them. And that, the Imam Hamza I'm going to share, same thing will be happening in Al-Ghazza also, but our eyes are blind. Wallah, make these types of things accessible to us. What happened when Imam Hamza rahmatullah alayhi passed away? When Imam Hamza rahmatullah alayhi passed away, so he had a small hut, broken hut. That is the situation now into the whole Sham, into the whole Palestine and Al-Ghazza. You go rubbles after rubbles. You go rubbles after rubbles. But under those rubbles, billionaires of Allah lives. You live into the villa and posh houses. Allah does not care to look at you. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has special attention. How? Imam Hamza rahmatullah alayhi, when he passed away, his students, when they were burying him, there was beautiful smell all over. There was beautiful, full of fragrance smell all over. And when these types of things happens, traitors are always traitors. Make dua. We are entering in such time that we should make this dua that, oh Allah, do not make single individual from my progeny till the day of Qiyamah who will become traitor, who will work for intelligence services, who will earn money and harm Islam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. So when you are traitor, then you think, you see everything upside down. You conclude wrong. So when Imam Hamza rahmatullah alayhi passed away, one of the traitor remarked that he's got many students, so they must have spread some perfume, and that is what it is smelling. So one of the students became angry, and may Allah make us faithful students to our teachers. Unfortunately, I am student of my teacher, but I will act like his bap today. That is the situation now. Maybe I speak few words and I act like I am the greatest Ibn Taymiyyah of my time. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. Faithful students will be faithful to his teacher more than anybody else. When that traitor remarked that his student must have spreaded some perfume, so that student became angry and said that you are fool, and your remark is full of foolishness. And here you are forcing me that now I am going to narrate the secret. Our teacher had taken oath from us that keep it secret. Don't let anybody know. And when you do something for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you don't want people to know. But today I do something, first opportunity I want everybody to know. Bada banne ka shauk. That is killing us. That is killing us. Bada banne ka shauk. I think about myself what I am not. We are more actors than factors. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, bring us back to our realities. Then the situation of whole world will change. So that student became angry, and he said to that fool person that, your foolishness is forcing me to reveal the secret of my teacher, and he had taken oath from us that don't narrate the secret to anybody. And then he narrated that in this broken hurt, we students and teacher together had completed 70,000 times kalam of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that is what is smelling. That is what, and that must be spelling now in Al-Ghazza too. We don't have nose now. We don't have eyes to see. We don't have access to the haqq of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is divine, which is secret, which is into unseen world. So that student narrated that secret. So, centuries ago, people used to complete that many Quran, and we have in our time, when they have all the accessibility to the social media, but they are drowned into the Quran. So who is making intention that I will not waste my time? Who is making intention? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq. I shared these few things in an expectation that every child is born, that Asif is celebrating his son's aqiqah. When every child is born, Maulana Abul Hasan Ali Nadvi Rahmatullah used to say that you must be very positive. You keep hoping from the humanity. Keep expecting from the humanity. So our humanity is not dead. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, give us such heart that we feel the pain of Al-Ghazza also. We feel the pain of Al-Ghazza also, and into the rebels of Gaza. Because, whole Gaza, it is the production of Quran. Benchmark of Gazans are Quran. Only, one and only benchmark, Quran. So how Allah is treating them, sometime, like in Jummah also we shared, one of the sheikhs said that Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam is passing by the family of Yasir radiyallahu ta'ala, his wife Sumayya radiyallahu ta'ala, both became martyred. Their son Ammar radiyallahu ta'ala became martyr after long time, but they are the family of martyrs. They are the family that they face only and only torture and torments. And it is the time of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. There are some time, everything is being rehearsed into the time of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So there are some time that beside crying, beside dua, beside hopes, beside optimism, you shouldn't strive towards anything else. That is what Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught us. Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam is passing by the family of Yasir radiyallahu ta'ala. Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam passing by the family of Yasir, and he said, Sabran ya ala Yasir, fa inna maw'idakum al-jannah. O family of Yasir, have sabr, because your destiny is Jannah. May Allah convey our sentiments to Al-Ghazza, that Sabran ya ahla Ghazza, fa inna maw'idakum al-jannah. O people of Gaza, keep having steadfastness, patience, because your destiny is Jannah.